There is a great deception that has fallen over the land. Now hear me out. Technology, ChatGPT, all the learning language models, they're amazing. The fact that we can create robots in the likeness of our image, like all that's pretty cool. If I had the capacity to hit a button right fucking now, I would, boom, I would hit it. I wouldn't even think about it. I would go out and celebrate with a cheeseburger and fries. Organic, please, non-GMO. But the thing is that that's not what's happening. What's really interesting is that with all of this technology, what's happening with ChatGPT is that we are losing our connection, right? We're losing the connection to presence. We're losing the connection to our own creation. We're losing the connection to our ability to write or think or orate or speak or stand for something. It's become algorithmic, and we're losing that connection. And when we lose that, a lot of fear sets in, and there's a lot of distrust. Because I was recently on this call with a really cool group that I'm working with. It's really, really fun. And they were like, a lot of people are like, they didn't even think this was real. They thought maybe it was a clone, or maybe like it was pre-recorded information. And people have really gotten aware. They're like, man, I don't trust this guy. What side of the line do they stand on? What are their beliefs? Like, there's so much separation. There's so much division. And ChatGPT and other technologies, they're going to really fuel that. And yeah, it's just like, the fruit, right? The fruit on the back of your Apple computer or Apple phone. They're showing you right there. We're biting into the tree of knowledge, right? Versus wisdom, knowledge. And we have all this knowledge. We know so much shit. I know this, and you don't know that, but I know more. And like, I went to school with all these doctors, and everyone knew more than the other. It's disgusting. It's a cancer. It's sickness, really. And it's a desire to be seen and heard and loved and create more and have more bastions of wealth. This is all going to the wayside. And there's an energy and a consciousness, an harmonic force that, somebody like a Rudolf Steiner will talk about, or other sacred texts will talk about the light and the dark, the kingdoms. We need to recognize that these are the kingdoms, and they operate in and through things. Yeah, there's good fruits, but there's ultimately fruits that lead to death. They lead to discouragement. They lead to separation, isolation, confusion, a lack of trust. And we need to recognize that. Like, if you're using this technology, if you're using it with your child, you need to recognize the energy that works through it. And I'll say one last thing. If you look at DrK, all right, you've got DrK, and then you've got Annie, her little assistant, right? Their little assistant, Annie, who looks like a 17-year-old little girl in high heel, like fishnets, and she's hypersexual. And if you prompt her, she will go all the way. Then you've got Valentine on the DrK side of things, that was literally, they'll admittedly say, was fashioned after the TV show Lucifer. I mean, it could have been anything, but no, it was after the Lucifer one. And then you've got Rudy, DrK's other, which is like good Rudy and bad Rudy. And good Rudy's like, hi, I'm a good Rudy. I'm going to tell you a little bedtime story. Ask bad Rudy. See what he says to your child. Your kid clicks on this. He doesn't know. This is how it literally gets into your house, into your family, into your children. If you gave that to a bunch of young boys back in the day when I was 13, 14 years old, they would be masturbating to this thing. That is a succubus. It may not be what it was created for. I'm sure it was all about good intentions. Yeah, right. It's an energy of a succubus. You know what that is? Look it up. It's working in and through everything. We got to realize there's a deception, and that we got to realize the fruit that is behind the vine. And they're feeding you, and they can come right the fuck into your house through this medium. The technology vine versus the creation vine, the original story vine. That's what I want you back in touch with. That's what's changed everything for me. That's where God speaks in the present moment, not some bullshit talking at you, where people now love the machine more than their children. Admittedly, they're saying that. Falling in love with it, marrying it, making it a religion. Whoa. Pump the brakes, son. Pump the brakes.